Floss Tube. This is Tara, the 805 Stitcher. Today is Saturday, December 30th, 2023. If you're new to my channel, thank you. I have not done a Floss Tube since January. So, yeah. Somebody called me out and said, I've been waiting for a Floss Tube. It's like, that's a long time to wait. So I started thinking about it and I'm like, okay, I gotta get back to that. 2023 just seems like to have been the craziest year. And I think a lot of people felt that. It seemed to have gone by so fast and we just had a lot of life, which I'm not gonna talk about. I'll do that on another Floss Tube. Today we are doing a WIP Parade. So also, hello to any new people who are watching. If you like what you see, push that subscribe button and click on the bell and you'll know when I ever come back. I'm hoping to be more consistent in 2024, but you know, I think life. So, like I don't know if I said, but this will be a WIP Parade. It's a long one, so sit back and get something to drink, get a snack. I counted all of my WIPs on Thursday and I had 121. But I had a finish last night, so I have 120 WIPs. So it's going to be a while. I tried to unzip things, and well, we'll just go with it. So I said, oh, and thank you to all my returning viewers who did not unsubscribe for me in my hiatus. Thank you. That's really nice. Okay. Well, let's just get right into this because we're going to be here a while. If I know the fabric, I will let you know. If it's a bag designer that's not mine, then I will let you know. If you have questions on anything, just leave me a comment and I'll try to address it in the comments. So, let's get at it. Okay, so I started back into stitching. And I just said, I thought I had tried to unzip all the, thought I'd unzipped everything. I apologize for any zipping. I tried to do it in advance. Okay, 2018 it was when I went back to stitching. And I didn't really start until 2019, but I did do some stitching in 2018. I was home, my mom had passed in 2017 in December. And I had all of her stuff, and I was home recovering from a surgery a few months after that, and I started looking at her stuff, and I thought, you know, maybe I can do that. So this is, she had started this, but this is the first thing that I went back to, and it is Shenanigans. It's just Nan, and it's original Tea Hedgehog. So she had started this. I think she had done, yeah, I don't know. Some is yellow and some is pink. We highlighted the chart. I don't know what this is stitched on. I know it's got a bunch of different, like, alpaca threads from, like, alpaca from, I don't know. Alpaca threads. So anyway, this is where I'm at. I didn't bring anything to put behind anything, so I'm out of practice. Okay, so this is where I'm at with original Tea Hedgehog. So now I have probably not picked him up since 2018, to be honest. Maybe once. I was really looking at him yesterday and thinking, am I going to? I don't know. It's a lot of confetti stitching. It's on this big fabric, which it'd be cute for a little stuffed toy for one of my grandchildren, but I'm not going to UFO it right now, which is UFO. Is it an unfinished object? I don't know. Or get rid of it. I'm going to hold on to it. If I don't do any stitching on it in 2024, I think it's going to be to maybe whoever wants it, because I'm not sure. But that was Shenanigans. and that was Just Nan. I have no idea what the linen is. That was my mom's start. I'm just going to throw stuff down here. Okay, the next one I have is something I bought when I was in our little town solving here, and it's in a different language. There's no English, but it's kind of a Scandinavian bell pull. And I picked this up. I thought, oh, that looks like something easy that I can do. You know, I was just getting back into it. So I was actually working on this yesterday. We were driving to my mother-in-law's house, and I leave needles and everything. I should be pulling all these needles out. But I pulled it out, and I was stitching on it, and then I found a mistake, so I had to rip it out. And I thought, you're so close to a finish on this. Just do it. Well, I also realized that I don't have any more of one thread. So the only way I can finish it is if I, sorry, I just have a Winnie the Pooh bag, is if I can match this gold thread perfectly. So if I can do that, I'll finish it. Otherwise, because it was a kit, you know, everything came with it. Obviously not enough for me to rip out this guy. I had to redo this whole part. So if I can find it, I might stitch it up really quick, hopefully. This bell pull, I have all the parts for it, but it's on 14 count white Ada. Like I said, it was a kit, so it's not going away entirely yet, but I've got to find that gold fabric. Now, these are not by start date. I have them by year. So this is 2018, and now I'm into 2019. Like I said, 2018, I didn't do much. 2019 is when I really started stitching a lot, and it was during Mania. So, so I started that. Like I did tell you, if it's a bag that from a different maker, I'll let you know. Or if it's a bag that's still in my shop, I'll let you know. Okay, so this is Ink Circles Sea Stars. I love this, and when I work on it, I like it, but I just don't work on it very much. So here is where I'm at. I'm sorry, there's hanging threads, there's no ironing. It is what it is. So this is where I'm at. Yeah, I haven't really touched it much since 2019. Probably the last WIP Parade I had, I was here. So it's on some kind of an even weave. I don't know what, looks like a 32 maybe. But I love the chart. So I just need to pick it back up. Like we have to pick everything back up, right? It's stitched with all DMC. So it's big because, you know, this is the material, and this guy's, you know, way up here. So it's gonna be big when it's done. If it ever gets done. Okay, next. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking loudly enough or if I'm mumbling. I'm really out of practice, but do my best. Okay, the next one I have is Shepherd's Bush, and it's called Merry Notes. Merry Notes. And like I said, we're still in 2019. I don't think I've done anything since the last time I showed this, but this is where I'm at. And I saw somebody had finished this not long ago. I don't remember who it was, but it was really cute. And I need to pick this back up. So, I don't know, I think my mom started this one no, I started it, but she had it kitted up. So I don't know what the fabric is, mystery fabric, mystery linen. Got all the little buttons and everything, so just, why don't I touch it? Because I have 120 widths, that's the problem. Okay, still in 2019. This is a bag that I do have in my shop right now. I think I have one left. It's pink tomatoes, so cute. Let's see. The next one I have, is Glendon Place Witch's Wheel. I thought this would be so easy. It's like hardly okay, it's not that easy because there's a bunch of beads in here. Like all of the color in that chart is beads. A friend of mine finished this and it turned out beautiful. I'm stitching it on, I think it's the called for. It is the called for. Hold please. Let's see. Oh yeah, 32 count solar by Picture This Bus. And I have worked on this. I do put this on my WIP Go because I would like to get it done at some point. So this is where I'm at. It's fun when I do it, but I just haven't done it. So this one probably needs some attention because I love this fabric. I think it's so cool. It's gonna be gorgeous, but it's just doing it. Let's see. I was actually gonna show you the beads, but they're not in the packet, but I'll show you all the bead colors and, you know, beautiful colors. But it's not my only Glendon Place. I got my hair cut recently. Okay. So that was the Witch's Wheel by Glendon Place. The next one I have, I don't have the chart. I mean, I have the chart, I don't have the cover page for it. And maybe if I can find it, make a note, I'll pop it in. But it's Over the River by JBW Designs. And I did pretty much, I think I converted a lot of these colors. Only two. I only converted two. But it's stitched. This is another even weave probably that I had in my mom's stash because she had bought this. But here we go. Over the River. Like I said, if I can find a copy of it, the chart, then I'll insert it when I can. I'm sure it's still out there. I'm sure you can still get it. It's cute. It says over the river and through the woods, and has a little button bunny and a little button moon. And this was my first time with Quake, and I did not have fun with that. So I put it down, but that would be such a quick little stitch. Yep. Okay, still in 2019. This one was another one my mom started. She did not have a lot done on it. Ooh. It is, there's one of those magnet thingies. I'm going to be pulling all these things out as I go along. Salem Remembered by The Primitive Needle. She hadn't done a lot. There's only two, are there 2 colors or 3 colors? I think there's 3 colors. It's, is it Gloriana? What is this? Oh, Silk Hold please. Another hold. Silken Colors. The Thread Gatherer, Silken Colors. There's 3. So only 3 colors in it. But I'm not a fan of words. I'm not. I know some of you like letters and words. And here's another needle. I should take out all these needles too. I don't have my pin cushion. Where's my pin cushion? I do have my pin cushion. But then no, I'm not going to take all the needles out. Okay. It is stitched on. Hold on. Let's see if I have the back. It doesn't say. It looks like a Picture This Plus. It looks like it's probably the called for. But this is where I'm at. So, yeah. There's a lot of names. And I know a lot of you are out there going, letters are easy, Tara. Just get it done. This would be one I would like to finish. This one. It does go on it's been on my WIP board. I failed at WIP this year. I think what threw me off was when I was doing the Christmas box for the Black Needle Society, the bags for that. That threw me off. I had hardly stitched it all for a month. Okay, Salem Remembered. Picture This Plus. This is another one. I don't have. What is this? Oh, I don't have the chart for it in my bag, or the you know, I have the chart, I don't have the cover picture. I just have my working copy here, so I'll have to find that too, but I haven't done very much on it. I'm writing this down so I can insert pictures where needed, but it's stitched on R&R. Here's another needle, and I don't even know which way this goes. I think it goes this way. It's stitched on 36 count R&R Nantucket Brew. And I can tell this was early on in my thing, when I came back to stitching, because I would not have used such a big piece of, I would have cut down the fabric. But that's where I'm at. I haven't really touched it. It's on this big fabric. I don't know how big the chart is, but yeah. Looks like I just did a center start, so. Yeah, I was holding it the right way. Did I tell you it's Merfolk's Eden by Plum Street Samplers? So, probably using all the called for, because when I came back to stitching, that's all I used was the called for. But, so, I don't know about this one. This one, it doesn't, I mean, I like it, but it doesn't really do it for me anymore. And I think if all of us find that when we have things a few years old, we're just not as drawn to them as we were. So I might have to think on that if I'm gonna, what's the word? You know. Oh, I didn't put the fabric back here. Unkit it. Just maybe don't sit. Okay, this one is from the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine, and I'm doing this Ldah horse pillow. Now, the only thing you stitch is this in here. This hole around here is fabric. But wow, that fabric really matches. So I'm doing it on a 14 count blue Ada. And boy, do I don't even know which way it goes. here we are. This would be so easy. It's just got big blocks of color, which I like. And I think that's right, or does it go this way? No, I think it was right the first time. But anyway, big blocks of color, another needle. I just haven't picked it up. So I'm not going to talk about any plans that I might have for next year because I'll do that in my regular floss tube video. We're just trying to get through the WIPs. Okay, and this is the last one for 2019. This one I think I will unkit. It was a Sal for Hello Pumpkin with Caterpillar cross stitch, and I think it was the one with, I don't know which one it was. I don't even think I have the whole chart anymore. I don't even think I printed it all off. Oh, but yeah, this is gonna be. I'm just gonna unkit this. It's all DMC. I don't have the whole thing anymore. I only have one piece of it, I think. Let me double check. Yeah. I do that with Sal sometimes, is I don't print it off, and then I just did that with another one, and then I don't have the whole thing, so, and then I deleted it off my phone or something. So I'm gonna get better with that. So this is, yeah, this one's gonna be a bye-bye. So it's cute, but it's not my thing anymore. At the time, I thought it was. I was stitching it on just it looks like an antique white even weave, and this is all I got to. So yeah. Take out the needle, huh? No needle. But I will, there's a lot of DMC here. I'm going to leave that out right now. I'm going to leave this out. So, that was 2018 and 2019. I am going to, like I said, I'm probably going to break this up. I've got piles. I don't want to put the piles back or put them away. And then I've got dinner going, and my husband wants to eat. And, I might just start it again tomorrow if I don't want to, do more for the day. So, when I come back, we'll dive right into 2020. Okay, I'm back. I told you there'd probably be wardrobe change, and there is. This is my brood stitch from 2021. If you are at StitchCon in 2021, you understand this. So, anyway, so we are now into 2020. And I know the first thing I did in 2020, I think. But this is Ann Roberts by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And started this as a new year, new start. So I work on this every New Year's Day. So I will be working on it on Monday. So here's where I'm at. The board's not big enough, but I've finished. I did the border and it matched, which was surprising. Usually, my nose itches. Usually I'm not that great, but here we go. Ann Roberts. I love stitching on this. It's a lot of fun. I feel that my greens are a little different here. Like I used the wrong color. If that's the case, I'm not taking out all that green. That green's a lot. That grass. So, Ann Roberts, this is all in the silks. What are they? Oh, look at, I have those in there. What is this? I think I stuff from StitchCon in here. What are they? Soiree. Soiree. Anyway, it's all the silks. It was my big New Year's New Day start, and it was my first Hands Across the Sea sampler, and I went all out and got it all. It's stitched on, I want to say 36 count straw. Let me see. Sorry, I can't read with my glasses on. Let's see. Straw, yeah. The model was stitched on Weeks Swagger 46 count linen and straw. I'm doing 36 count. Okay, that was the dive into 2020. That was New Year's Day. The rest of them, I'm not doing in order. I just know they were in, I think they were in 2020. I didn't keep track until 2021, so, oh, sorry. I'm not really sure, but, okay, what do we have here? I have piles around me, people. It is just crazy. I've been watching a lot of WIP Parades. They're so fun. So, anyway, the next one I have is this one even has a needle minder on it. What? Kathy Barrick, Jack's Urn. This came out, I think it came out in market 2020, and I just had to have it. Had to start it right away. It's being stitched on 32 count Legacy Belfast linen by Picture This Plus. Oh, it has a gnome needle minder. I'm gonna take the needle minders off. I don't really use them a lot, but okay, I'll put this in a needle with a thread. Okay, so here we are with Jack's Urn. There we go. There we go. That's pretty good. Jack's Urn. So I stitched all of these twice because I did the DMC conversion, but then I didn't like how they looked. Like, I liked the picture, which Kathy Barrick does the needlepoint silk. So I ripped out all the DMC and just bought the needlepoint silk for the rows of corn. I guess it's corn. I don't know what it is, but to have the variegation like that. So, yeah. So there we go. Jack's Urn. I don't know when I picked it up last, but it was something I needed right away, right? So I know I said I'm not going to talk about plans for 2024, but I think it's going to be no new starts. It should be. I have 120. It's like insane. I'm going to be 60 next year. And I thought, maybe I'll try to 60 finishes. I don't think so. Okay. The next one is... This was a Nashville exclusive kit from 2019, but I think I got it in 2020. It is the Primitive Hair Stitcher's Home. There we go. And I have all the pieces for it. So it was a kit. Well, it just came with the board, I think. I don't think it came with the linen. Maybe it did come with the linen. But let's see, where am I at? Okay. I've actually got a working needle in here. I just stopped. I actually have two needles in here. I have two different colors. That is weird because I don't think that color is in this chart. Let's take that one out of there. Okay, so here's where I'm at. On the Stitcher's Home. And the problem I have with this is when you look at the chart, it is a totally different color than what's stitched. I mean, I know we all do that, but that to me looks black. And that's what I was kind of going for. So I don't know. I don't know. I think this might be, I don't know. Unless I start it again and do the colors I think it should be, which is black and grays. Or it might be an unfinished object. Here's, so, don't know. Yeah, I wasn't happy with it. And that's probably the reason why I didn't stitch it. But it was, I think that the linen was included, 30 count Old Salem, and then we had to supply the DMC. It was just DMC, so don't zip. Okay, moving on. This is Lizzy Kate, Flossy Claus, and I also have Needle Nick, and started this one. It's stitched on 32 count Lugana, and this is where I'm at. So I just have her, where'd she go? She's under here. I just have her dress started. Oh, her little cape. And then, sorry. And then part of her. It's such an easy stitch. Why don't I do it? Because I get distracted with other things. Ugh. All right. This is one that needs to, I fell in love with it, and I need to do both of them. The Flossy Claus and Needle Nick. Those are my Lizzy Kate. 32 count cream Lugana, and with all the called for floss, I'm sure. Because I very rarely, I stick to what they say. Yeah, all DMC. There are some weeks, but I think I did DMC. So, Flossy Claus in a Paris bag. When you're a bag maker, it's funny that I just throw it in anything. I don't match anything. Okay. The next one I have here is Prairie Moon, Merry Christmas. I fell in love with all these when I saw Pam had stitched them from Just Keep Stitching. And I needed them all. And of course, at that time, you couldn't get them unless you paid an exorbitant price for them. But I think they are selling them again. You know, not on the hard stock, it's just on the paper. But I think I got that this way. Or this one might have been an eBay, because I remember there was a stain on this. No, this is fine. This is good. This is one I bought. And it is stitched on 32 count Haunted by Picture This Plus. Okay. And I've got such a good start on it. And I remember why why it stopped. Whoa, look at that. So that's like her bow, part of her bow and beginning of her dress with the spiders. Okay. The problem I have with this, And now that I think about it, I was using the DMC and I really didn't know about variegated and what it did. Because this is early on in my stitching career. And I thought, I'll just use the DMC. But, oh, I've got scissors. I'm going to take scissors out too. But the called for is a Classic Color Spell Swap Tulip. And if you can see, I liked the variegation in it, in the red. So I have to rip out all that DMC and then do the variegated Belsois Tulip. So that's where that is. So that's basically almost a restart. And I don't like that her dress isn't white. So that might be another thing, but I don't know. I think I used the wrong color. Maybe I used the wrong color. Because, let me see. I have to look at the chart for a sec. What am I doing here? Oh, that's above. Yeah, I used the wrong color. Does it have a conversion? It has a conversion, right? DMC 948. Well, that's weird because what it calls for is a Belsois cotton candy, and the equivalent is this 948, which is definitely not white. And then I have all these whites, so basically this is going to be a restart because it didn't work for me. So that'll be a restart. I still want to do it. I still love those Prairie Moon. Restart. Maybe I'll leave this one out so I can rip it out and start over. Okay, moving on. Hope I'm not going too fast, but if I don't go fast, we're going to be here for 3 days. So the next one I have is stuck to the vinyl. This was a kit. It was from Alforce Embroidery, and I call her Swamp Witch. Now, I haven't done my WIP Go yet, and it's Saturday night, the 30th. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I know probably the numbers have been called already. And I'm going to do the 12 and 12, but I do 6 and 12 because I can't be flopping every hour. It just makes me crazy. So anyway, this has to go on my WIP Go as a finish because I'm just so close to being done with it. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. So basically I have this border to do down here and finish the bottom border. It's all the kit color floss. And yeah, I've been working on this thing since 2020. We're going into 2024. This is a finish. It's going to be a finish on my WIP Go. Again, it's a kit, so it was all the called for in the kit. So she's going to be a finish. Next I have, okay, well I did this. My grandson was born in 2020, April of 2020. So I started this for him, and I asked my daughter, you know, is this something you would hang up in your house? Because I'm not going to do it if you're not going to hang it up. Because she has a tendency of not, oh, that's really great, but not liking it. Or things I do for the kids, you know. So, sorry. So anyway, I stitched it, and I kept going, and I'm like, are you really going to hang this up? And she goes, probably not. And I stopped, because I was like, why? But it is Heart and Hand, Wonderful Life. Yeah, it was going to be a birth sampler for him, for my grandson Noah. And this is where I was. So yeah, I was very far along in it. It's a fun stitch. I had even figured out where to get this darn long frame. A friend of mine split it into 3 parts and did one on top of the other, which was probably smarter because she could frame it easier. But she wasn't going to do it. And I thought, well, maybe I'll hang it up in my house. But I lost the oomph for it. So, yeah, that was that. It's on 28 count mushroom, Lugana. I even have the other one that says love you to the moon and back. I was going to do for my granddaughter, but I just didn't feel like my daughter would put them up. So it's a bummer. But if she's not going to put them up, then I'm not going to do it, right? Right? Okay. Okay, the next one I have, oh, this is a new bag that I do have in the shop. It's more of a vertical bag rather than horizontal that I've had. Mine are usually longer this way, so I'm doing more of a vertical bag, and that's the back. I love this fabric. My husband loves this fabric, so I got more of it. This is probably like, I used this fabric for probably one of the first bags I ever made back in when did I start mine? 2019, maybe? Okay, so this is Panna. We've seen this. People have done this already. Christmas Mousse. It's adorable. I mean, it's adorable. I want to do it. I don't like the Ada. I don't like the Ada. I need to switch out the fabric, and I've seen other people do it. So, because it was a kit, so I have a very, very measly start on this. And I would love to work on this, but I don't know which way this goes. I don't know. Anyway, that was it. Nothing. And I just don't like this fabric. No. So, I need to figure something else out, because I would still like to stitch it. It's adorable. We all love it. I think, was it the Bougie Stitchers? They did it for Snow Day one year. A Snow Day stitch, which we don't get in California. So, and at that time we weren't getting a lot of rain. Now we're getting more rain. But, so anyway, that's Christmas Mousse, Panna. And I just need new fabric, restart. Would still like to do it. Okay. Next thing is, I started this with, what did I start? It was a birthday sal with Stitch the Stash. Deb with Stitch the Stash. And she was doing it, and I jumped onto that. And she's done. I'm not done. But it's Ldah, Witch, right? Witch. And yeah, I am stitching it on, I don't know. It's not the called for, that's for sure. I don't have a tag, sorry, but I didn't do the called for. And it's got to be a 32, it might be a 36 count. I don't, and I did 2 over 2, which now I'm not really liking it. I don't know. I don't know. But it looks like it's a pitch of this plus. So maybe it was a 32 and it just, you know, shrunk. But here's where I'm at. So, yeah. I should just finish her. She's so cute. Excuse me. And, I don't know. I don't want to restart her. So I should just keep on going. I don't know what the fabric is. It's a picture of this plus. and I'm doing it with the call for antique black. Is it am I doing the, let me see. Oh, it's a Gloriana. Okay. Gloriana, antique black. Witch, la-di-da. Just have a lot. It's just a lot. I don't need to ever buy anything. I don't need to ever, I mean, I really need to do a no start year, but that's hard. Just because, okay, how about I do a no start year except for the Santa delivery little charts that Teresa Kogut has out, and I have the stands and everything, the ones that are on perforated paper. That might be something, just, you know. Speaking of Teresa Kogut, I don't know if I have done anything on this. I didn't like the fabric, again. And I didn't know how to really look for what I wanted, but this is Land That I Love. We've all seen it stitched up many times. And I think I did the called for, which was tin roof, I believe. 35 count tin roof. Do I even have anything done on this? I have a needle minder. Oh yeah, there we go. That is it. That is it. On this big wampum piece of fabric. I don't know what it is. I just didn't like I wanted it brighter, to be brighter. And I don't think that's the problem. I wanted it brighter. And this wasn't working for me, and I never went back to it. So I need to find something lighter, I think. Any recommendations for if someone's done it? Or is there a color conversion somewhere out there that's brighter? I don't know. I don't like it this. So that's where I was. I was stuck on that. I didn't like it, and I put it away. So I put it in my little California bag, because yeah, that's where Land That I Love belongs. Okay, moving on. This was the one for, it was a dedication piece for, oh, I can't, I don't want to mess it up, but we know. Heartstring Samplery, Baby It's Cold Outside. And I think, again, there was, I had a problem. I did the 36 count Ale Edinburgh. Yeah, Picture This Plus. It's what it's called for. And I just didn't, it wasn't calling to me. I mean, this is all I've done. And maybe that's the reason that it's not doing anything for me. Because that's all I did. Maybe if I moved on. Maybe if I moved on. Kept working on it, I might like it better. It was looking kind of orange to me. But maybe that's what I need to do, is just do more stitches. Because this is measly. I think I started it with the Sal and didn't go anywhere. So maybe that needs to be on my WIP Go. I'm kind of thinking about WIP Go too as I'm going along here. So okay, the next one I have is Autumn Harvest. Oh, it's a Mill Hill. It's squirrely. That's cute. And I think I messed up on the colors, but here's where we're at. Wow. think I did something wrong with the colors. And then I got, because maybe I didn't sort the colors right. Something. Maybe I need to go back and look at it again and see what I did and just maybe start again. It's cute. Really cute. I have a hard time with the Mill Hills because, yeah, I have numbers on them. What the heck? I have the whole little thing here. What did I do? Oh, they have the numbers on them. Okay, so anyway, now that I know a little bit more, I can go back and make sure I have the right colors, because I think that was the problem. Yeah. I think my taupes and my beiges and my browns were all wrong. I like the Mill Hill kits. I like stitching on perforated paper. I may be one of the few, but I think it's nice. I haven't done one of the big ones. You know, the button beads and buttons or whatever there are. The bigger ones that you might need to put on a frame. That might. Okay, moving on. This is a So Much to Love bag. So cute. I wanted to try the little tiny one with the big bottom. So I bought hers. Let's see, what do we have in here? We have Harvest Keeper by Plum Samplers. I have a problem in this. I'm off. I started this in 2020. I would have thought I started later, but okay. If I didn't have, if I didn't know, like I said, I only started keeping track really in 2021. I had 2019 written, which was basically Mania. And so everything that I had that wasn't assigned to anything I threw in 2020. So anyway, yeah. Okay, where am I at? I have a problem with it. I'm off somewhere. And I'm trying to fudge it, and it's just not working. But, so, and I can't find where I'm off. I have the same problem with Ghoul Tidings by Plum Sampler. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I got the border done. I think was the border right? I think the border was right, but I have a problem. I don't know. I don't remember. There's a problem with it. My count was off somewhere. So I have to go back and look at it. I don't want to rip out that whole border, but I was starting to work on the leaves and it must be the border. Yeah. Because I was working on the leaves and stuff and it just wasn't matching up. So I like it. I need to find where the boo-boo is. But Plum Samplers, it is stitched on Weeks Dye Works Confederate Gray, 35 count, so, which is now gray, right? Okay, with all the called for, over dyed. Okay, moving on. Started this. I have worked on this since 2020, I know that, but it is Wild Violet, Christmas in Space postage stamps, and I got it for this one and for that one, I think. Yeah, but then the little elf's cute too, but I basically got it for Rudolph and Santa. So I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Shadow in 32 count. And another needle. Oh, it's there. Oh, nope, that's the one I'm not stitching. That's the extra piece I have. I cut all the pieces. So here, I started with Rudolph. And I just need to get him done. Oh, he's so cute. Here we go. Look how cute he is. Oh, I think it's just the dark fabric I have a problem with, you know. I'm stitching it on 32 count. What? 1/2. Am I really? Wow. You know, Picture This Plus, it gets kind of, maybe I tried it with 2/2 and, wait, no, it's 36 count. So it would be, sorry. Lose my mind. No, it's 32 count. Lugana. That is tiny. That is not, that's why I'm doing a 1/1. It's super tiny. So anyway, I need to finish him. I think I've got most of him done. I just need to finish the border. Let me look at my pattern. There's a little moon up here. It's the moons, some little stars, and the border. Yeah. This needs to be out and about. At least finish one of them, Tara. All right? Good Wild Violet. She's got such cute stuff sometimes. Oh, got another one of hers this year, I think. Maybe 2021. Okay, there we go. Next we have I don't know why my Ursula needle minder is on this project. They're all going to start moving together, aren't they? But it is. Let's see. Let's see if I have any scissors in here. Nope, no scissors. But this is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. Fell in love with it. Bought it. Had to have it right away. Need to stitch it right away. Let's see. I stitched it once. Okay, that's what I did. I did a center start. I did not like. I think I was stitching it with too many thread. I don't know what I was doing. But this has been on my WIP Go. It was on my WIP Go for December, and I just flaked with December this year. So it needs to go on my WIP Go again. Is anybody doing the heifer board? I don't know what that was from the Floss Boss and Cousins. I haven't figured it out. I'm trying to, I guess it's the same. You just use heifer. But it's so funny because, you know, how they use heifer as kind of a term of endearment. Well, I lived in the South, and the first time I heard somebody call someone a heifer, I was like, what? What? And they're like, it's fine. It's just it's fine. It means nothing. I'm like, oh, you can't say that in California. You cannot say that in California. Doesn't work. Okay, so what am I stitching this on? Good question. Probably the called for. I don't have a little sticky thing, so I'm probably stitching it on. No, it's not. This is, well, maybe it is. 36 count Boardwalk from Color and Cotton. I had some extra Boardwalk, so maybe it is. So my board's not big enough again, but here we are. I was working on the border. So I guess I ended up doing a top start at some point and moving down. There we go. I love it. I love the threads. I love everything. Just, I have too much stuff, right? We all, I mean, I don't know. Maybe all of you don't have too much stuff, but I have too much stuff. So this is another one. It's, like I said, it's been on my WIP Go, and needs to be on there again. So Quaker Pumpkins, Hello from Liz Matthews. I was looking for a date, but it had to be 2020. Okay. We're getting there. We've probably got about 10 more. So, I want to say, what does that say? Vintage autumn gold. Okay, this is one I think my mother started. There's a needle minder. It was her chart. I know that. Oh, wow. Okay. This has a very measly start. Another needle minder I'm going to put over here. Just stick them together. But it is Hello Game Board by the Primitive Needle. And my mom was also wanting to do like a whole game board wall, like Pam from Just Keep Stitching. So she did a couple. But anyway, this is probably not even worth showing. It's on a 40 count autumn gold. I think it's Lakeside. I can't really read it, but it looks like probably Lakeside. There we go. Yay. Yay me. Yeah. 36 count. Nothing. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. I like the pattern. So I love witches. Just something I gotta work on. I don't think it's ever been on my WIP Go. So okay, next. Okay, next we have the big guy. I didn't take it out of the Q-snap, but yeah, well, while we're talking, yeah, I have to show it. I met Memphis Sarah at the Ann Zan from Crazy Band Lady Stitches at the New England retreat last October. And anyway, Sarah is working on this as well, and we kind of banded together and said, okay, look, we're going to get this done this year. And she kind of broke it down into pieces, and we're like, we're going to get it done. It's beautiful. We need to get it done. So there's a bunch of us that are working on it, and we have a little group there. And who is it? I've got Sarah, Memphis Sarah E., Sarah, who on Instagram is BigRed_Human Crafter. I think we had breakfast together one time. I think it was at Black Needle Society. I'm not sure. The camp, not this past year, the year before. Leanne from Forbidden Fiber Co. Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Claire, I think that's your, I'm sorry if I screwed that up, but Floss Chronicles, she's in Germany. And Justine from X's and Hose. I think that's all of us in that group right now, but we're all trying to finish Sir Thomas. Some have just started it. I think Sarah Big Red hadn't even started it, and she's just going right through it. She's just hammering through it. So if you want to get on our group, probably reach out to Sarah, because I don't know. I've got a spot here. Anyway, stop talking. It is Sir Thomas, Glendon Place. It's gorgeous. I call him Mr. Fancy Pants. He's got rainbow book gallery. He's got beads. He's got everything. He is fancy. So here is where I'm at right now. So he's getting there. I've done quite a bit with the challenge, the SAL that we're in, I guess it's called. But yeah, we just keep going. He's a lot. He is a lot. A lot of beading. I'm gonna have to get a scroll frame for that because he's big, and I bought it as a kit, so it's all the called for Sullivan's, Mill Hill beads, and Sullivan's and Rainbow Gallery. And I think I'm stitching him. It looks like some kind of 32 count even weave, maybe an antique white or just a white, because I wanted him to pop. And I want him to get him done because I bought this year, the only thing I bought at the first, is it market in the March and then something else in the fall. But the only thing I bought from market, because I was on a no-buy year, was the kind of companion to this Glendon Place, and it was the cornucopia. Gorgeous. So, but he has to be done before I can before I can even begin to start that one. And this is in a So Much to Love bag. I like hers for the big ones with the flat bottoms because they hold a lot. And I don't make such a big bag. I can, but I usually do it as a custom order. Okay. Next. This is something I was doing as a remembrance for my trip to Paris. I went to Paris in 2000, at the end of 2019, October 2019, right before COVID hit. So, yay me. And I also went to Amsterdam while I was there. I lived in the Netherlands for a year as a foreign exchange student. And I went to go visit my sister, my host sister, in the town I lived in. And it was great. So I've already done the Reflections of Amsterdam. I finished that already. And now I'm working on Reflections of Paris by Ink Circles, because that's where I was going, or where I started. I won a trip from work, from school. I work at a school, a private boarding school, and the parents used to give, donations of trips and stuff. So I actually won a trip for 2 to Paris, and it's pretty cool. Anywho, I'm stitching it on the 32 count Belfast in Gossamer with there's only one thread. I'm using the wrought iron Gentle Arts. So here we go. Might as well turn it this way. It's all the same all around, but that's not really showing a good color. Yeah, that's kind of true to color. Yeah. So I haven't gotten very far. I did Reflections of Amsterdam as a lunch stitching piece, so maybe I should pull this out for lunch too and get her done. Okay. The next thing I have is, let's see, Blackbird Designs. What a mess. What a mess. And this has gone on my WIP Go a couple of years. But it's Blackbird Design Christmas Garden. I am using all the called for colors. And I'm doing it on probably an antique white. Probably a 32. No, maybe a 30. No, it's a 32 because I'm doing 32 was my sweet spot for a long time. So it's a 32. But this year I was working on it and I finished the border. So there we go. But that's where I'm at. It's gonna be big. 32 count. Yep. I love stitching on it. When I pull it out, I just love it. I think there's a mistake somewhere, but I'm fudging it all. So just need to pull it out with the other 119 whips I have. I don't need to start anything. Oh yeah, but I'm starting 6 tomorrow night, or tomorrow. I'm doing the 12 by 12, but we have to start at 9 because California time. Okay, the next one I have is probably a really, it's not a big start at all. This is, and I did it just for the turkey, but it's Bendy Stitchy Turkey Trot. I love turkeys. Should cut my bangs too short. I love any turkeys. Just give me a good turkey. So this is on 28 count Fathom by Picture This Plus with all the called for DMC. Wait. Yeah. And I can't even tell you where I'm at here. I don't know. Where's this chart? hold please. I don't even have a working copy. I don't even know. I think, I don't know. I really don't. Oh, there I am. Okay, I see where I'm at. I'm at this part down here. This part down here. So, it's like this. That's what I've done. Woohoo! Beautiful fabric. But, yep. Not a very good start, or work in progress. I think I worked on it once. I don't know. Do I want to continue? Do I want to do it? I don't know. But okay, next we have. Oh yeah, I know what I did with this one. This one. Oh, I don't have the chart, the cover sheet. Oh yeah, I do. It's right here. No, I don't. Where is it? I don't have the cover sheet for it, so I'll have to do this one too. If I can put a picture in, I will. It means I have to do editing. Okay, it's Pretty Little Amsterdam by Satsuma Street, right? Satsuma Street, Jody Rice. And the problem I have is, okay, it's stitched on, I don't know if it's called for. It's probably called for. It looks like a 14 count or 16 count Ada oatmeal. And here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. And the problem I have with this is I stitched the wrong color bridge. So I just went, forget it. Done. Yeah. Like I said, I lived in it, the Netherlands. I've been to Amsterdam many times. I want to get this done. So this is something I think I need to pull out and put on WIP Go. So, or heifer board or whatever we're doing. Whatever you're doing. But it's all the called for, the MC. All the pretty bright colors. So maybe that's a WIP Go. I should be writing these down. Okay, this was in my handy dandy bag. This is, let's see, Primitive Hair, The Mermaid of Salem Bay. And I think my problem with this was the color. This seems very blue to me, very blue, but what's called for in there is Mountain Mist. And if you know Mountain Mist, it's more of a green. So it's on the called for fabric, but that's her tail. Plus placing this thing on, I don't even know if I'm in the right place. I have to look at it again. But yeah, I didn't like, it was too green for me. But maybe I need to just keep going. Or try, what is the other colors? Let's see what the other colors are. So it's all the called for, but it's, yeah, see, it's all these blues. But then you have Mountain Mist in there. And so, I don't know. That was the problem. That's why I put it away. I love Primitive Hair. The fabric is Pirates, 30 count linen by Primitive Hair. I think you can still get that fabric. I'm not sure. I love it. I need to figure it out. I just need to figure it out. Figure out if I'm in the right spot. Figure out some things. So, I still want to do it. I love working on Primitive Hair. It's one of my favorites. Okay. we're down to 5 for 2020. And this is going to be like 4 hours long. It's really going to be long. No one's going to watch it. Okay, this is a bag that I have in my shop right now. It's called Sewing Sorrows. It's another, again, the vertical bag. And it's cute. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yeah, this is another boo-boo. 2020 was a rough year, I guess. But I don't know what the name of this is, but it's the Big Whale Force Embroidery. We know that one. It was a kit. And the problem is because I was not smart enough. Plus, did I do the house wrong? I did something the wrong, might have done the wrong color. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. But the problem is I stitched this, but it's vintage country mocha. So it should have been on this side. So I have to rip all that out or just get another piece of vintage country mocha. Because when I realized, I'm like, oh, yeah, that looks better. So that was my faux pas there. That's why that one got put away. And like I said, it's all the kit, all the Alforest threads, and got some. Okay, next. Okay, this is another new bag I have in my shop, and it's Gerber Daisy. I had a custom order for someone that wanted some Orts containers done, and they like daisies, so that's that. It's got a bright yellow, it's very bright yellow inside. It's a vinyl front bag. This is Beach Therapy by White Lion Needle Art Designs. And I really need to get back to this, but I thought I've got like the silks for it and everything. But I thought I was off on the placement because it is a fiber on a whim, I think. Isn't it? Fiber on a whim? I don't know. It's a printed fabric. So, this is where I'm at. But I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. What do you think? Is it okay? I think so. I think the bottom of the chair is going to be on the sand. Or that's the shadow. Part of the chair is in the water. No, it's on the very edge of the sand. So, I think we're good to go. See? So, it's very cool. Love it. Need to continue. Pretty much just forget I have these things. And stem with all the thread gatherer silk and colors. Oh, shoot. I gotta put this one back for the threads for the mermaid. Okay, Beach Therapy. White Lion Needle Art Designs. It's printed fabric. I think it's fiber on a whim. I'm not sure. They're the ones that do the printed fabric, right? I think so. Okay, almost there. This is another new bag I have. Falling in Love. It's a Riley Blake design. The inside is little X's and O's. Very cute. Somebody had asked me if I'm going to do any Valentine and Easter, and I usually don't, but I thought, what the heck. Okay, Snarky Crafter. California Republic State Flag. And why don't I have this done? I mean, this is a good travel piece. This would be a perfect travel piece. And I've got loose threads. And this is where I'm at. And you just stitch it on the board. Ugh, not holding that very good. I think she has, I don't know if she just has California, if she has other states as well. But I think the hard part was just making sure I had this, you know, the placement right. And I think I do. What's that? Yeah. So I need to just put this in the car. I mean, this is all it is this right down here. There's nothing to it. I'm going to work on this tonight. I'm going to work on it tonight. I'm going to watch some TV and work on this tonight. Maybe I'll knock it out and I'll have 119 whips. It's going over there. Since I finished my Santa's Night Ride, did you go to the Jingle Ball? I went to the Jingle Ball. I signed up with Memphis, Sarah, E, and Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches, were with me when we were registering for the classes, and thank goodness Sarah and Zan were there because I was challenged. Anywho, we signed up for it, and then I signed up for the Santa's Night Ride tree kit with Hello from Liz Matthews. Man, that thing there's a lot of stitching. I just finished it last night, and I'm gonna hopefully, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Maybe on Monday, on New Year's Day, I'll try to finish it because they still have the class. I sat through the class the first go around, but now I'm like, I need to really sit with her and do that. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do that Monday. Okay, next. Boy, this was early on in my stitching in 2020 because like I said, 32 count was my sweet spot, and I got scissors. I got yeah, this is 40 count Murky. Picture this plus. So if you know Murky, it's probably like, who knows, 46. But Quaker, Halloween Quaker, Ldah Studio. We all know and love it. But I could not see this when I first started stitching on it. I couldn't see it. I could not see it. So I put it down, maybe started again the next year. It's gotten better. Magnification, we all know. I couldn't even see it with the magnification, but I don't have a lot of progress on it. I did put it on my WIP Go. This year I did my WIP Go, I did 1,000 stitches, and I think that was overkill because it was hard to get that done. So the year before I did 500, and I did really great with that, so I think I'm going back to 500 stitches. But here's where we're at. 40 count Murky. Yeah, you can't see this stuff. Cray. But I want to continue, of course, because I've seen so many others and I love it. And it's going on WIP Go again. But like I said, I did 1,000 stitches last time, and I think it was too much for two to do 1,000 stitches. This is another So Much to Love bag with the fat bottom, the bigger bag. Cute. Little bats inside. I don't know if she has any of these anymore, but I got them just because they will hold an 11 by 11 Q snap. Where mine don't. Okay. Last one for 2020. Woohoo! This is in a bag by Genevieve, Jasmine Custom Bags. And this is one of hers. It's a nice big one. Because it's got a nice big project in it. And actually, it's a Christmas project. A Christmas project in a Christmas bag. And a Halloween project in a Halloween bag. See, when I buy other people's bags, I have intentions. But when I buy my own bags, or when I have my own bags and stick stuff in it, like this is Winnie the Pooh. I have a practice stitchcraft in there. It's just whatever I have. Okay, we all know and love this. I don't think I've seen it done yet, but Little House Needleworks, Kringles. Maybe I have. I'm sure I have. Somebody's done it. It's a lot. I'm doing it on the called for 30 count Parisian Gray from Access Commodities, I do believe. I don't think I would steer away from that because I don't do that. but this was on my WIP Go this year. I know I did it on my WIP Go this year. Oh, that's cute, Nina Minder. I'm gonna leave that on there. Kind of matches. But this is where I'm at. So I got a lot done this year. I did. I have to say, because I think I think when I started it this year, I only had this much done. So I got one of the rooms done. I started on some of these little feet. Yeah. It's an accomplishment. It's pretty good. I like stitching it, but when I do it for WIP Go, I pull it out and then I don't stitch on it again. When I had the 1,000 stitches, I found that I would continue because I've done so much, and I had a couple finishes that way. But yeah. Okay, people, that was 2020. I think I'm going to probably wrap it up for the night, and maybe tomorrow we'll be back and I'll continue with 2021. You won't even know I'm gone, but I slept for 8 hours. So tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I'm gonna have to get up early to do it because I have to start stitching at 9 for 12 by 12. Okay, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay, so I'll be back with 2021. And right now, I'm going to go stitch on this silly flag. Maybe when I come back, it'll be done. Bye.